Hi guys, welcome to Twin Perspective. I'm Joe, and tonight I'm going to be breaking down my top five greatest albums by Pink Floyd. All right, Pink Floyd is a band that's existed for a long time. These are the guys that I love. I liked everything post Roger Waters, and I appreciated the stuff with Sid Barrett. These are the guys that did it for me, and it was their string of albums in the 70s that did it for me. So let's see how this goes. I know there are a lot of maniacal Pink Floyd fans out there. They rank number six on my all time favorite artists list. And here we go at number five. I'm going with Metal from 1971. I absolutely love this album. This begins with one of these days, and that was, one of those moments when I was a teenager going into my 20s of reliving Pink Floyd. And this album, starting off at one of these days, is just a phenomenal way to start an album. Pillow of Winds is gorgeous. Fearless is one of my favorite songs they've ever done, without a doubt. Then you got Roger Waters singing San Tropez, and that's just a great, great song. Seamus, which was hilarious for me when I was a kid. And of course, the second half of the album is Echoes, the 20 plus minute epic. All in all, a solid album, a great album, a sign of things to come for that band for sure. At number four, I have Animals from 1977. This album is great. It seems like they played every song on the radio from it, including Pigs on a Wing, Part 1, Dogs, Pigs, three different ones, Sheep, and Pigs on the Wing, Part 2. Solid album. You know, this album gets a 10 out of 10 for me, and that means the rest of the list is 10 out of 10 as well. At number three, I'm going with Wish You Were Here from 1975. Shine On You, Crazy Diamond, parts 1 through 5. Welcome to the Machine, Have a Cigar, Wish You Were Here, the title track, and Shine On You, Crazy Diamond, parts 6 through 9. Wish You Were Here is a phenomenal album. It's basically four songs if you count the nine incarnations of Shine On You, Crazy Diamond. It's great though. I love it. All of them are singles, of course. Which brings me to my number two. At number two, I'm going with Dark Side of the Moon, the classic, the heralded. And this was just chock a block full of big time singles in the 70s as well, including Speak to Me, Breathe, On the Run, followed by Time, The Great Gig in the Sky, Money, Us, and Them, Any Color You Like, and concludes with Brain Damage and Eclipse. Might be my favorite song on the whole album, Brain Damage. I really love Dark Side of the Moon. Everybody does. I actually saw Pink Floyd in 1994 when they were touring for the Division Bell. And the second half of the concert was the entire Dark Side of the Moon album live, and it was great. But it's not my number one Pink Floyd album, as it is for so many people. My number one is The Wall from 1979. This album gets better and better as I get older and older. Of course, it's a concept album like a lot of their albums are. This one felt like lyrically it touched on a lot of things I could relate to. I give Roger Waters mad props for this one, and every single song on it is great. There's not a bad one in there. In the Flesh, The Thin Ice, Another Brick in the Wall Part 1, Into the Happiest Days of Our Lives, followed by the big single, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, Mother, which is one of my all-time favorites, followed by Goodbye Blue Sky, one of my all-time favorites, Empty Spaces, followed by Young Lust, phenomenal. One of My Turns, that's definitely in my top 10 all-time favorite Pink Floyd songs. I love that song. One of My Turns is one of the best. That and Mother and Goodbye Blue Sky, love those three on this first side. Don't Leave Me Now, Another Brick in the Wall Part 3, and Goodbye Cruel World. Second half kicks off with Hey You, a phenomenal single. Is There Anybody Out There? Nobody's Home, one of my all-time favorites they've ever done. Love that song. Vera, Bring the Boys Back Home, Into Comfortably Numb, probably their greatest song ever, according to everyone. If there was a vote, The Show Must Go On. In the Flesh, the statement, not the question. Into Run Like Hell, which is a phenomenal song and phenomenal live. Waiting for the Worms. Stop. Into a song I redid, The Trial, which is just a beautiful way to end the album. And then you finish it off with Outside the Wall. I love The Wall. I've got a personal connection to it. I loved it the second I heard it at 9 years old, and every song they played on classic rock stations over and over and over again. But as I grew up and lived my life, The Wall got me more and more. And now it'll always be number one for me by Pink Floyd. That's where I'm at. Hope you guys can see where I'm coming from. Pink Floyd's one of my favorites of all time. And that's the way I see their albums. I'm Joe. This has been Twin Perspective. Please subscribe to Rosenfield 10 for more videos like this. And I will see you in the tree. Bye.